In the world of venture capital, success isn't determined by credentials or pedigree alone. It's a field where relationships, trust, and credibility shape every opportunity. The best investors are not just financiers, they are thought leaders, strategic advisors, and key connectors within the startup ecosystem. While other sectors of finance rely on structured recruitment pipelines and quantitative analysis, VC operates on a different currency: the strength of one's network and the visibility of one's personal brand. For those aspiring to break into venture capital or seasoned investors seeking to elevate their careers, the ability to build a strong reputation and forge meaningful connections is critical. The best deals rarely come from cold outreach. Instead, they emerge from trusted referrals, long-standing relationships, and an investor's reputation as a valuable contributor to the industry. Founders don't just seek funding, they look for partners who can offer strategic guidance. Similarly, limited partners, the investors backing VC funds, don't just invest in financial models, they invest in people. A well-defined personal brand and an extensive, well-maintained network are more than just professional assets. They are the foundation of long-term success. Venture capital is full of talented individuals, but only a few manage to stand out as true industry leaders. Those who do are not necessarily the ones with the best academic credentials or the largest funds. Instead, they are the ones who have built a distinct identity within the ecosystem. They are known for their insights, for the value they bring to founders, and for their ability to anticipate and shape market trends. One of the most effective ways to establish a strong personal brand in venture capital is by developing a clear investment thesis. Rather than attempting to cover every sector, the most respected investors choose specific industries or trends where they have deep conviction. Whether it's artificial intelligence, FinEc, climate tech, or Web3, specialization allows an investor to develop a unique voice and become a go-to expert in that space. But expertise alone isn't enough. It has to be communicated. Some of the most successful investors in the industry, figures like Marc Andreessen, Bill Gurley, and Fred Wilson, have built their influence not just through the deals they've made, but through the insights they've shared. Writing about industry trends, publishing newsletters, engaging in thoughtful discussions on LinkedIn or X, and speaking at conferences or podcasts are all ways to demonstrate thought leadership. Those who consistently share valuable perspectives naturally attract high-quality founders, co-investors, and LP interest. Engaging online is particularly important in today's digital-first world. Social media isn't just a tool for networking, it's a space where the most important industry conversations take place. The investors who are most effective at building their brands aren't simply broadcasting information. They are participating in discussions, responding to emerging trends, and offering perspectives that others find insightful. The key is authenticity. Those who share lessons from past successes and failures, who engage with the startup community in a meaningful way, and who remain transparent about their thinking build a reputation that extends far beyond their immediate circle. If personal branding establishes visibility, networking turns that visibility into meaningful opportunities. The best investors don't wait for deals to come to them. They actively build relationships with founders, fellow investors, and limited partners, recognizing that the strongest networks aren't transactional but built on trust and long-term engagement. Being present in the startup ecosystem is crucial. Attending industry conferences, participating in demo days, and engaging with angel investing groups are all ways to immerse oneself in the flow of new ideas and emerging companies. These spaces provide early access to promising startups and foster connections that often lead to future investments. Yet showing up is just the first step. The real impact comes from relationship building, staying in touch, offering help when needed, and maintaining genuine curiosity about the work others are doing. The most effective networkers don't just reach out when they need something. They consistently add value, making introductions, offering insights, and supporting founders even before formal investments take place. One of the most powerful strategies in venture capital is mastering the art of warm introductions. Cold outreach is rarely effective in this space, but a recommendation from a trusted mutual connection can open doors that would otherwise remain closed. Founders prefer to take meetings with investors who come through recommendations from other entrepreneurs. General partners at firms are more likely to connect with someone introduced by a portfolio company they respect. LPs, too, are far more inclined to take interest in a new fund when it's recommended by someone they trust. The strength of these introductions is what allows the best investors to maintain a steady flow of opportunities. Beyond in-person events, online communities have become an increasingly valuable part of networking in venture capital. Private Slack groups, Discord channels focused on specific industries, and active participation in X discussions all serve as avenues for forming relationships in a way that feels natural rather than forced. Many investors find some of their best deals in unexpected places, not through formal introductions, but through organic conversations in these digital spaces. While personal branding and networking are crucial, the most influential investors go beyond individual relationships. They build communities. Some of the most respected firms in the industry, such as Andreessen Horowitz and First Round Capital, have created extensive networks of founders, advisors, and investors, offering resources and support that extend well beyond funding. These firms have recognized that venture capital isn't just about individual deals, it's about fostering an ecosystem where great companies can thrive. Individual investors can take a similar approach. Hosting small founder meetups, launching industry-focused newsletters, or even creating private forums for startup discussions can turn a network into a true community. The most successful investors don't just see themselves as financiers, they see themselves as builders of ecosystems. Those who position themselves as connectors, helping others grow and succeed, ultimately create the strongest and most sustainable networks. Success in venture capital is rarely immediate. It's a long game, one that requires patience, consistency, and an ability to build trust over time. The investors who thrive aren't those who chase quick wins. They are those who invest in their own credibility, cultivate relationships with care, and establish themselves as indispensable members of the startup world. Building a reputation takes time. It requires showing up, sharing insights, and engaging with the community in a meaningful way. It requires a willingness to help others without expecting immediate returns. And above all, it requires authenticity, because in a field where trust is everything, credibility is the most valuable asset of all. In the end, venture capital is not just about capital. It's about influence, reputation, and the ability to create meaningful, lasting connections. Those who understand this, who invest as much in their relationships as they do in startups, will be the ones who truly stand out in the industry.